Hello guys, so again guys, today we have another new comparison guys. Again, we have the new Sony A7R Mark V and the previous A7R Mark IV. And guys, again guys, on this vlog, if you are thinking to upgrade your A7R Mark IV to A7R Mark V, or if you don't have any of this camera and if you want to choose which camera is best for you, then we will compare the specs and we'll help you to decide which one is for you. So again guys, in this vlog, if you have the A7R Mark IV, is it worth to upgrade from Mark IV to Mark V? Again, without further ado guys, let's start compare with these two A7R series, the A7R Mark IV and the A7R Mark V. Okay, so let's start with A7R Mark IV. The A7R Mark IV announced last July 16, 2019, while the A7R Mark V announced last October 26 of 2022. The A7R Mark IV with 61 megapixel, again, censorship, image stabilization, tilting screen, 5760K dot electronic viewfinder, 10 frames continuous shooting, 4K video resolution, built-in wireless, weather-sealed camera. So, ayan guys. While the Sony A7R Mark V is, we have already 61 megapixel with the new sensor guys. Again, ISO 100 to 32,000. Can expand to 50 to 102 to 800,000. Its censorship, image stabilization, 3.2 fully articulated screen, 9440K dot electronic viewfinder, 10 frames per second continuous shooting with 8K resolution and 120 frames high-speed video slow-mo with the wireless Wi-Fi and with the weather-sealed camera. So again, let's talk about the reason why the A7R Mark V, or what's the upgrade of A7R Mark V for the A7R Mark IV. Okay, first guys, you have already the gyroscopic stabilization for the A7R Mark V, while the A7R Mark IV, there's no gyrographic stabilization. Stabilize video in post-process. Video limit, again, for the A7R Mark V, it's unlimited guys. It depends on your memory card and the battery. You have already your dedicated switch from video or still or video and photo. So again, this one guys, we already make a comparison between the A1 and the A7R, which is similar guys. The A1, there's no switch, dedicated switch from the video and photo, and even the slow motion is already here guys on the switch. Again, with the lens breathing correction, anti the shutter mechanism, tilt and flip screen. Again guys, this is the first tilt and flip screen from Sony. If I'm wrong guys, so you can correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. So tilt and flip screen, while the A7R Mark IV, it's a tilt screen. Yeah, just a tilt screen guys. While the A7R Mark V, it's tilt and flip screen. Okay, viewfinder magnification 0.9 versus 0.78. Image processor is new, which is Bion X XR, compared for the Bion ZX from A7R Mark IV. Number of focusing points, which is 693 focusing points versus 567 focusing points of the A7R Mark IV. The LCD screen is already 3.2 from the A7R Mark V, while 3 from the A7R Mark IV. LCD resolution, 2.360K dots versus 1.440K dots from the A7R Mark IV again. Maximum video resolution, which is 8K or 7680 by 4320 versus the 4K or Ultra HD, which is 3840 by 2160 of A7R Mark IV. The A7R Mark V is already full HDMI, full HDMI, while the A7R Mark IV is micro. As I remember, this is micro HDMI. This is the micro HDMI, while the A7R Mark V is full HDMI. So for me, I prefer the full HDMI, so it's not easy to damage. CFX can support CFX card, CF Express card support, which is type A. So the A7R Mark V is CF Express support. Yeah, the A7R SDXC. Yan. SDXC UHS2. Yan. For the A7R Mark IV. USB version, which is 3.2 from the A7R Mark V and 3.1 for the A7R Mark IV. Focus mapping, vehicle tracking is already in the A7R Mark V, and insect tracking is also in the A7R Mark V, which is new. So, yan guys. So, this is the reason why the A7R Mark V is better compared for the A7R Mark IV. Again guys, why the A7R is good more than the A7R Mark V. So there's only 3 reasons guys. Again, first, the battery life. Battery life of A7R Mark IV is 670 shots compared for 600 of A7R Mark V. The weight guys is 665 grams compared for 723 grams. So it's more lighter. And also the last part is you have the NFC connection, which is the A7R4. They removed the NFC connection. So again guys, for the both camera, they have similarity guys. Again, both of the camera have wireless connection, Bluetooth connection, image stabilization, and external hot shoe, touchscreen, viewfinder electronic, can support RAW, face detection, maximum debut, maximum 61 megapixel, continue shooting 10 frames per second, microphone port, headphone port, environmental sealing, time-lapse recording, shutter life extensive 500,000, again, pixel shift resolution, which is, but they have both of pixel shift, and dual access electronic level, storage, they have 2 storage, smartphone remote, UHS card support, webcam function, anti-flicker, and the eye tracking focus. So yan guys, this is the comparison between the two camera, the A7R Mark IV and the A7R Mark V. Again guys, if you are more into photography, I would rather keep my A7R Mark IV with both similar 61 megapixel. If you are more in for video, and if you need the 8K resolution, then go for the A7R Mark V. Again guys, this both camera, it's amazing camera in 2022, even in 2023. The A7R Mark IV is still best camera. I think that's it for today. So flex time. First, I want to flex my team, which is the PBK 2.0. So shoutout kay na Palabo FW, Brian Pudanar, Julius at si Audrey. Welcome back nga pala kay Julius, nandito na, pero nasa bahay lang. So again guys, if you want to check the price and the availability of the product, you can visit our website www.abworld.com, or if you want, you can check to our showroom, which is Igayla, Shamia, and Symphony Megastore showroom. If you want to test the camera, we have demo unit from A7R Mark IV and soon for the A7R Mark V. So again guys, hanggang dito na lang. Thank you and mabuhay.